Hey guys, I wanted to do a review on this book that had a huge impact on me. It's called The New England Pulpit and the American Revolution. When American pastors preached politics, resisted tyranny, and founded a nation on the Bible. This book was actually written about 100 years ago by Alice Baldwin. She was the dean of Women's College at Duke University. And it was recently revised by Dr. Joel McDermott. That's how I found it. He is founder or the head of American Vision. I'll put a link below for their organization. But this book was outstanding. I've always known that our country was founded on the Judeo-Christian value system, and you always hear that all the time. But I never realized how much leadership the pulpit had. In forming our nation. Many of the militias were led by ministers, and just the sermons they preached, I can't even imagine if they were preached in our time. They would be looked at some fringe right-wing nut, but that was the common message during the day, that you had to stand for liberty and against tyranny. And I'm going to read a little snippet from this, a paragraph that kind of encapsulates the whole book. And I think you'll find it pretty impactful. But this book is I would recommend that all pastors read this book first and foremost. And then if you're a historian or like reading about how our country was founded, you should read this book as well. It is really outstanding and really is impactful. It really opens your eyes to how our nation was founded. So check out this passage. Preaching in 1757, James Cogswell gave a stirring call even to arms in defense of religion. He stated the following: "There is a principle of self-defense and preservation implanted in our very natures, which is necessary to us almost as our beings, and which no positive law of God ever yet contradicted. When our liberty is invaded and struck at, 'tis sufficient reason for our making war for the defense or recovery of it. Liberty is one of the most sacred and inviolable privileges mankind enjoy. What comfort can a man take in life when at the disposal of a despotic or arbitrary tyrant who has no other law but his will? To live is to be free. Therefore, when our liberty is attacked and clandestine, underhand machinations or open violence threaten us with the loss of so dear a blessing, 'tis time to rouse and to defend our undoubted and invaluable privileges. When our religion is in danger, it will warrant our engaging in war. Religion is a treasure never to be parted with. We fight for our properties, our liberties, our religion, our lives." Okay, like I said below, I'll throw a link in where you can find this book and the organization, Dr. Joel McDermott and American Vision. And I think also kind of opened my eyes that really the only way we're on like the precipice going downhill in our nation, and I think really the only way we get out of it is through the pulpit. If ministers start being ministers of God. And let me finish with this. The problem is that our pulpits and preachers today have abandoned the fullness of what Christ commanded us, to disciple nations and to teach them all of his commandments. The Great Commission includes the call, which our forefathers ably demonstrated, to speak truth to the public realm, to call out rulers, governments, laws, abuse, and to demand liberty and justice. Think about that, to demand liberty and justice. In all our preaching today about inequity and sin, we neglect to address inequity and tyranny. Something we really need to think about in our day. So, grab this book if you're interested in this topic. Thank you. God bless.